All right, folks. It's good to see you. We are back with our SSF Hardcore Cleric. It was fun doing a nice stream on P99 Green this Wednesday, but it also feels good to be back on the SSF train. So most of today's session, I think, is going to be spent here in Unrest, just grinding. We've had a few upgrades over the last couple days, so let's check them out. At this point, I'm able to camp everything outside of the basement in Unrest pretty easily. So I did take the time to kill like 40 undead knights. I got a lot of bloodstained mantles, a lot of platinum, and 1 bloodstained tunic. So happy to have those. The mantle I don't wear full time, I just kind of pop it on and off. This does give me like 20 additional mana, the 3 wisdom from this, so let's check it out. 665 to 678. So it's gotten a little bit less important as I've got some other wisdom items. I did kill the Ghoul Magus, so I got the Savage Cap. Pretty nice piece there. And what else have we gotten? The Thick Leather Apron, nothing crazy, just some AC. And the Opaline Earring, 5 Charisma, all of that from our friendly neighborhood Unrest. So very, very successful week for us so far. Hey, Noob Cake, Duskro, what's going on? Hey, good to see you back here, Wolf. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. So right now we're kind of in a weird spot. What's going on, Versaire? I want to go camp some additional gear, you know what I mean? Because my gear is kind of you know what I mean? It's only so-so. But the big problem here is that I haven't had a non-undead nuke in quite a while. So my ability to fight normal mobs is really, really low right now. But at 29, we get our new generalized nuke, at which point I'm going to go around, you know, all around Norath and do all my camps. And we're going to do some stuff in Permafrost to get the cloak there, Wisdom Cloak. We're going to do the Evil Eyes in Gorge King's Orb to get Wisdom Bracers. We're going to do the Paw of Opala and the Testament of Veneer. We're going to do all of that at like 29-30 range once we get some new nukes and a little bit of additional skill ups and stuff. That sucks, Wolf. One day, I'm sure, the stream will get moved to a better time. Alright, let's get some Invisverse Undead going here. And let's start up some music. Let me know if this is too loud or too quiet. Yeah, I'm excited to get some of those quest items. Rip, still fizzling IVU after all this time. Right, there we go. So I was actually able to solo the Undead Knight of Unrest at level 23, pretty surprisingly. I'm not really worried about anything that spawns up here except for that. The Werebat is a huge problem for me. You know, just because I can't really do much to it. My best nuke right now is Smite for normal undead, and it just does not cut it against mobs of this caliber. What's going on, Dino? Good to see you, dude. He opens strong with that harm touch. You know what? I need to get him with Sermon of the Righteous here. Rip, bash, and rubbed. I should have pulled him with this. I'm not used to having it. Whatever. We'll just use it next time. Noob Kick, what's wrong? Tell me about your bad day. I don't think I'm gonna die today. We're gonna play it maximum safe. Yeah. Dude, Chinchilla, the Werebats, and then the Stalagmites in the basement. They're gonna be a huge problem. I already foresee it, especially when I'm going for Garanel, because like a lot of the spawns by him are always gonna be Stalagmites, or very frequently Stalagmites. So Bloodstained Mantle is actually pretty good for us. It's like 15 plat per drop. Not bad at all. Just a reminder, folks, you can do ! giveaway. I'll do it right there. We're going to be doing our real loot giveaway tonight. 9:30 p.m. Eastern is when it's going to fire off. You have to join the Discord and do the little party popper react to our pinned message there, and that'll get you put in the running. After that, it'll just automatically choose somebody from that list at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Oh, that's terrible. Updates are always like bad days. It's never smooth. So I was talking to Trolley yesterday after we did the stream and everything on Wednesday. She wants to stream another day. So we're looking at potentially doing Monday, Friday, SSF, Wednesday, Thursday, joint stream, me and Trolley. I think Thursday will actually be on her Twitch account rather than mine. But it'll be the same setup. It'll be both of us on green. Only one person hung up on me? Do you make them submit tickets, Noob Cake? Or can they just call you? Nice, Wolf. That's on P99, right? I assume it's a lot harder, though still doable. Like, you're probably doing Fireplace right now at 26. Yeah, I wish I could group. I took the liberty of choosing the surname in honor of our lost paladin. Figure he fell in the lava, died in a Anakin-esque way, though Anakin didn't really die, right? So gave him the surname High Ground. I tried to do Lava Fall, but the surname bans any surname, like the surname name filter bans any name that has lava in it that I could find. I tried like 100 different combinations of lava something, and it was always filtered out. Liak, dude, good to see you, man. Oh man, Noob Cake. It's always good when they have to submit a ticket, so when they call, if there's someone cool and they're being nice, you can hook them up a little bit, but if they're being a jerk, you just have to be like, sorry sir, you'll have to submit a ticket. See you in 30 minutes. Molten hot magma. That is shocking, Bootly. No one took that. So on this server, I was able to kill. Can't see him. I was able to kill the Undead Knight of Unrest at level 23 when he was 28. It was super close, like very sketch. But yeah, I was pretty shocked that I was able to get it done. You know, Wolf, I was thinking like one of the worst parts about this run is I can't do any of the Soul Row quests for my Cleric because it all requires that Enchanted Platinum. Like I was really looking forward to doing the Bracers for that +5 Wisdom. Not even eligible. Oh no, dude. See, I told you, I was like, man, that's pretty brave of you being an upper guck there with all the rooters and stuff. I'm not even gonna nuke this guy again. Oh no, my sermon wore off. I have to nuke him again. Rip. Root is such an incredibly dangerous component of these SSF runs. Oh, let me show you guys something else I did. Check out this. Broken Skull Clan. We're dubious. You guys remember who that is? Cleric is 25, but it is very strongly off. It's trolls, but it's a specific troll. It was a good one, Noob Cake. It was a good one. I'm sorry to hear that yours wasn't. But hey, maybe after this we'll do some gaming with the crew. Do some Dayak or something. Cheer you up. Okay, so Broken Skull Clan. Yeah, they are affiliated with the Grosmok Stone. But most importantly, for our run, this is the Linuga faction. I can now turn in rubies. Yep, Rev's got it, Linuga. I don't even know if it's worth it, like, to kill this spawn. Like, I might just leave him up and go kill stuff in the barkeep. Like, I could use another Opaline earring, so. Laguna. Yeah, I think they were the ones who stole the Grosmok Stone from Warlord Kesha. Oh yeah, yeah, the High Elf Cleric. With all that charisma, is so nice, especially in the higher levels. You know, early on it just sucks because your strength is so low. Is that what you are, Wolf? You're a High Elf? We went human just for the lore aspect of being a Bloodsaber. Feeling so cool, you know, as an evil human cleric. Chinchilla, you did a lot of Ocean of Tears on your cleric run, right? You did like the Undead Island there? I'm not crazy about this. I don't know if these guys will aggro me from up here. I might also get aggro from the doorway. Like, it's really sketch. That is a lot of charisma, Wolf. But for your purposes, that really is just about lulling, right? Like, that's the only big benefit you're getting from your charisma, other than like vendor prices and stuff. Yeah, Chinchilla, I was thinking about going to Undead Island, and every time I was like, oh man, I could just roll in there and then I would make a ton of platinum. I'm like, oh wait, that's gargoyles. Like, the gargoyles on Undead Island are a really great camp, but I won't be able to get anything from them. This room is tough, it's so packed. It was way easier on my paladin. I could just like run over here and taunt with IBU on. We have a bad spawn here with a bunch of ghouls too. But if I can come in here and just camp it, you know what I mean? It's actually pretty good EXP. So this guy won't add. That should block line of sight, so should be good there. This guy might be far enough away that we don't have to worry about him. What do you think, chat? Do we lull the last dry bone here? Or do we save the mana? He did add, you're right. It's weird, is he like pathing around in there? Okay, he finally came out. I mean, honestly, better for us. Less time with 2 mobs on us. I think we'll still be fine. Oh no, actually this is really bad. The Magus is up, and he's healing these guys. My sermon on this guy. I don't think I have enough mana to like raw kill him, so I popped sermon because it's more mana efficient in like raw damage terms. So now it should work out. We'll get one more heal. Perfect. Little sketch. Noob Cake, I'm sorry. I said we'd play it safe. I lied. I don't know how to do it. It's just too boring to play it safe, you know? Yeah. So actually the room now will be a lot easier. What's going on, Fellseeker? Good to see you here, dude. Good to see you again. Right, Duskra. I don't want it to get too boring. Honestly, like if I could just pick one or the other, I think I would pick Lay on Hands over DA. When you just see that root timer and it's at 50 seconds or something, you know what I mean? And you know that you have like an 18-second DA, but you're already at 30% HP. Very sketch. Yeah, let me know if that's too loud. Hopefully it's not. I turned it up because I could barely hear it in my headphones. Great. So I don't know if you guys can even tell behind me. I took down my Luckland painting in order to make room for all the action figures that are there. Let me see if I can move and show you. So we now have 100% of all the Everquest action figures except for a few ultra rare prototypes that there might actually only be like 1 or 2 in the world of. So every action figure that was made for Everquest is sitting behind me here. There's pictures on the Discord and stuff. I post them all over the internet because I'm a huge nerd. I plan to put the Luckland painting above them because there's still some more ceiling space, but you probably won't really be able to see it much on stream in the future. Unless I do something totally different with the action figures. Who knows? My new camera is getting here on Saturday or Sunday. So next time me and Trolley do our stream, we're probably gonna have 2 cameras, so you'll be able to see both of us individually rather than trying to like split both of us between one camera and then kind of having weird angles with that. What's going on, Bull? Bull, you still doing the event? Or did you take a break? So it's like a 20-minute respawn timer on the Undead Knight. We might be able to hold both of these rooms at some point soon. Nice, dude. What level are you? For those of you who don't know, here's my another one of my plugs. That Dayox server that we were talking about last time, Phoenix, they're doing like some special event this whole weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, where they opened up a PvP area. You have to be a fresh level 1 to enter, but you go in, it auto groups you, or you can make your own pre-mades. And you just go out and you PvP. And it's super good EXP. Like, you're leveling super fast. You get loot. You get realm points. So, for the weekend, it's the optimal way to grind. And it's pretty easy to do, like, from first level to max level in there in, like, 1 or 2 days. So we've been doing that with a bunch of pals. And it's been a blast. It's almost like playing a Battle Royale version of Dark Age of Camelot. Geez, Chinchilla got to 36 just today. What's going on, Rex? Good to see you, man. You know what I want to do tomorrow, guys? For the Dayokers among us, I want to get up early and like maybe just do like a static group. Do a static group in the BGs. See if we can't like push all the way to the 40s, 50s, 40s or 50. It's alright, noob. Are you on call Sunday? It's an emulated server, Dino. You can jump in with us. So, my magic resist is 65. These guys are blue, and they still pretty reliably proc their root on me. It's crazy. I did get the barkeep. That's the one I got, was the barkeep. That's so bizarre. Pathing must have been really off. If one of these fails, we have to bounce with the quickness. my god. You give me a heart attack, you know. Damn, we got another double. Time to burn. Describe the music. This is like a lo-fi remix of Legend of Zelda music. Oh no. We got this, boys, right? Tell me we're gonna be okay. Alright, here comes the heals. Stupid Magus down there. Makes shit difficult for us. And easy. I had no doubts. Oh, okay, so yeah, Pitten, this is an artist called BK Knapp, B-K-N-A-P-P. He's on Spotify. And I'm just going through like his top stuff. Yeah, that's a good point, dude. I need to go kill that Magus. Magus room is actually super sketch. I killed Magus one time and he dropped the helmet for me. But check this out. He feared me like 4 times during that fight. It's BK Knapp. B-K-N-A-P-P. I'll just put in chat. What am I doing? I've got this keyboard here. Why do I spell things with my mouth? Yeah, we're gonna go kill that Magus. It's gonna be like some spec war mission to do it though, because his room is really sketch. So you go in the Magus room. You guys probably know what it's like already. But immediately you have like a skeleton on the right. You've got 2 carrion ghouls on the left. Then there's a stairway. There's the Magus in the corner and another like high-level ghoul in the far corner. And you got to get through all that. And if the Magus adds on you, he's gonna immediately either snare or fear you. So it's really tough. What's going on, Zyko? Good to see you, man. Happy to have you out here on this fine Friday evening. Remember, folks, we are doing our giveaway today. There's a little instruction blurb in the chat if you are interested. Our item of the day for today's giveaway is the Everquest Gold Edition tin. Yeah. We're hitting those levels where like my mana regen feels really slow. The Paladin, you know, for all his strengths and stuff, he had like a much lower mana pool, much smaller mana pool, so the regen always felt pretty quickly. But now that the only thing we really have to wait on is mana, you're just like, oh man, still have 60% to go. Oh, so Bootly, verify is easy. It's when you hit that launch pad, if the first time you join the Discord, all you have to do is click the green check mark at the bottom. And that's just like a simple low bar to help filter out bots and stuff, you know what I mean? There are bots that could get through that, no problem, of course, but... Guys, dual wielding. $10,000+ hours in Madden 10. Dude, honestly, I don't really play sports games. I feel like maybe a lot of people who watch my stream don't play much sports games. Need the big med here. Bootly, are you Moppet in Discord? Versera, like, you could, I guess. Personally, I don't. But I wouldn't say it's, like, totally illegitimate if someone did. Something that I would say illegitimizes your SSF run 100% is if you bought a run speed potion or like a levitate potion. Either of those things I think would be like non-legit. Ooh, we got a hag. Ooh, a level 29 hag. We gotta do the solo self-found hardcore walletless run where I don't break into my wallet to dig into the Daybreak store. Sarkane, continuing that sub with the 4 months. Thank you so much, dude. Glad to see you out here. I'm trying to think of like what sports games I've been into, Beef. So I was into like, you know, a lot of racing games. Those hardly count. Way back in the day when they had NFL Blitz. That was fun. And then there was like one NBA game I played. The one that had daylight on the track. Goodman, I got the Bloodstained Tunic. Yeah, for anyone who missed my little gear recap in the beginning, which was probably like the majority of chat right now, I have acquired a Bloodstained Tunic, an Opaline Earring, a Savins Cap, Bloodstained Mantle, got like 20 of these, and I think the Thick Leather Apron was the only other one. Some modest upgrades for sure. We're getting there. Beef, I can't turn focus effects off, so if I happen to get a piece of gear that does have a focus effect on it and it's in like my normal gear line, I'm gonna keep it, but I'm not really attempting to hunt for specific focus effects, if that makes sense. Yeah, it is big AC. I figure like right now I don't really have a better belt slot option, so it's worth getting. Soothe my guy here. Good. I think maybe I could wear a purity belt. Oh shit, did you see that? I almost got trolled here. My soothe immediately wore off. Gotta pay attention, otherwise I would go pull that guy and get smoked. This song has like a little bit too much vocals for me. It's okay though. Alright, let's try this again, Werebat. This is a scary one. Try to get him through the door before it closes so it doesn't bug out in there. Perfect. I don't want him to bug out in the door specifically because the longer he's stuck in that room, the greater the odds of Soothe wearing off in time for something to assist him. You know what I mean? Once he's in the hallway, we're safe here. Yeah, Kami, this is Permadeath. This is like our, what is it, chat, like our 9th, 10th Permadeath character. Shit, cast the wrong spell. You might get to witness the Permadeath part right now. No, I think we're good. Yeah, so I'm trying to do a 1 through 50 run, Okami. Maybe 1 through 60 if we ever get to 50, but I've deleted characters as high as level 42. It's Permadeath, solo self-found, so... Oh hey, ding 26. Feels good. Thank you, thank you. Nice, Slazik, that's good. Yeah, I did that quest for a long time. Slazik, you're a paladin, right? But you're not a paladin of Rot Set Knife, so you can't use the shielded knife. That's unfortunate. plat. If you look at the Velius manual inside the Velius big box, which we'll be giving away one of these months, they go through that whole story. Did I recast symbol? I did. Okay, so we're trying to soothe. We want to soothe this werebat so we can kill that Scorn Banshee, or whatever she is. Please don't fail. That's what we're talking about. All right. We are going to spell her. Ooh, it feels bad, man. It's just a race. We're not even gonna dot her. Oh, you know, I realized I dinged off the last kill, so she's only a yellow con now. No more red. Dude, they have no HP at all. See, this is where I really wish I had done the dot, because I don't want to cast another nuke that costs like 10% of my mana pool to do 2% of the mob's health, you know what I mean? Not today, zombie. Yeah, Torridon. Dude, it's the worst. It is the worst. Alright, we need to sell. We're gonna origin out of here, we'll come get back and all that. We need to offload some of this loot that's weighing us down. Dude, I'm telling you, the hags become like the best EXP in this zone because you kill them so quickly. Like, there's a level of risk, but usually if you can reliably kill one hag, you can kill them all. Like, you just win that race every time there's a matchup because spell damage is so consistent and hags don't bash. So the only way they're going to interrupt you is with their little stun spell. And a lot of times the hags will actually spend the whole fight trying to root you. It's once they stick root that you really have to be like, oh shit, because like now the only things coming down the pipe are gonna be nukes. Yo, I killed the Froglog Realist. He can drop like a really nice dexterity ring. I was hoping he would drop that, but he dropped this See Invisible Pouch of Goulash. How much will this sell for? 1 plat? I won't sell it. Put it in my bank. Maybe it'll be useful later. All these beads from the Slayers, I guess I can't sell them. That sucks. I didn't expect to make money on it. I just don't want to have to manually destroy all this crap. Hey, some of my smithing shit. Food's good. Yeah, we're good and everything. May as well just met up to full here. Hey, Pitten. So the giveaway is I am giving away an Everquest Gold Edition tin today at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, so about 40 minutes. You gotta do that exclamation mark giveaway for instructions on how you can be entered in. That's good, Revs. The Necro SSF is like a good like palate cleanser after you've had like a character get pretty high level and then you lose them, you know what I mean? You need something a little bit more forgiving for you. Yeah, Goodman, I'm actually going to be buying rubies. I fixed my faction with Lanuga already, so if I can spawn her, I can hand in a bunch of rubies and maybe we'll get an earring. But even getting the slow hammers will be really, really good for us. We go do that right now. I'm telling you, man, Unrest is really, really good money. This run is going to open up a lot once we hit level 30. That's when we're really able to like do a lot of interesting things. Like right now, we're very confined to undead. 29, we get the new generalized nuke that is not undead specific, and we'll do things like we're pretty much immediately going to go on a round of gearing. We'll go work on quill mains. Like it's going to be sweet. Cannot wait. Yeah, Dabs, I'm feeling you. I think we do. My daughter had real people food for the first time today. Yeah, you know, see Goodman, I don't know Kesora that well, to be totally upfront with you. I've never really done a group there, except for like camping Howling Stone Keys and getting like VP ground spawns. I haven't done much there, so I'm not super comfortable with it. I know there's a lot of non-undead, but Kesora could be like really viable. I should look into it. She did a puree of sweet potatoes. She mostly wore it, but she ate some. It's wrong building. Nice, Wonka, that's awesome. Rubies, yeah, what do you call them? Amulet? Alright, we should be getting a good price. It's kind of expensive, man. I guess I'll buy 2. Yep. Do you guys see that guard that was there a second ago? That guy just said, I'm out. My shift has ended. We need to fix our buffs up. We have a fresh symbol here. We need an AC buff. Guard. Oh, yeah. Hey, good job, Versaire. It's always fun. Yeah, see Goodman, get ready for your free time to go away for a while. But it gets better. The first couple months are really rough. Fellas, so I'm gonna take the I'm gonna take the rubies, I'm gonna turn them into Lanuga. And she's gonna give me one of 3 items. Either a Midnight Mallet, which lets me use an instant click walking sleep to slow my opponents. A terrible sword that will sell for 70 platinum, which basically gives me half my investment back. Or, very rarely, an Evander suit, which is an earring with dope stats and 5 charges of spirit tap. You know, Dabs, this is a good idea. I should make a list, but I don't. I had a 42 paladin that died in Lower Guck. You could do RIP, exclamation mark RIP to see his death. That was on Aerodune. Then I had a 35-36 Beast Lord that died on Megler, and that was kiting in Misty Thicket, got killed by a quest NPC out of Era. Then I had a level 10 Necromancer that got killed, kind of just doing dumb stuff in the Warrens. Early on in these runs, you can die very easily because you don't really have a, you know, your full capabilities as a class. So a lot of runs end like 1 through 10. And then I had a level 25 Paladin that died in Solasec A. You could do exclamation mark fall to see that death. That one, I just hit a moment of lag. I know it sounds like I'm like just, you know, making excuses here, but I had a legit moment of lag and it launched me into the lava in Solasec A. And then we had, you know, a bunch of like small ones at lower levels and stuff that you barely even care about or would even count, you know. I had a few paladins when I was a dwarf paladin on P99 in Alcabor servers where I was like trying to do the bull smasher and the Necromancer GMs would like aggro me through the walls and kill me. So that took a few cycles. Alright, let's go be dumb and try to do this. This werebat over here. Kind of sketch. I think this chair is actually going to block line of sight. I was right. So right above us is the Magus. He keeps healing us, or healing our enemies. Yeah, I did not have a West Commons clicky hat. My 42 Paladin went through a few DA idols on the way to 42 though. On CLP servers, you can't recharge clicky items, so once you burn it, it's gone, you know what I mean? You have to redo it. Yeah. My Paladin that lived the longest, the one who got to 42, did a lot of really awesome stuff, like solo self-found, remember? I killed Assassin Supplier a bunch of times, like I got my Dark Elf Mask. Guys, I killed a bunch of Sand Giants and stuff to get my Silent Watch shield. I soloed the Shin Lord, got my own Ghoulbane. I soloed Quillmane. Soloed Garinel Ruxif in the basement of this zone a few times. Got like the boots and both rings. LOL, couldn't even finish it. Yeah, the skins suck. Feels bad, fellas, doesn't it? That second one really sucks. New cake. My heart rate's like... Just looking at that dry bones over there. Right. So, the Paladin who fell in the lava, that really sucked. Really, I died there because I made a stupid error earlier in the night where I accidentally blew my lay on hands on like nothing. Like I just hit the wrong button on my hotkey list while I was reading chat. Because if I had LOH, I would have been able to cast LOH, and then I would have had time to resolve Origin. Just didn't have it there. The original Paladin, level 42, honestly, is just bad play. So there was a mob off screen down a hallway that aggroed when I pulled that I didn't know was there. And it was the wizard. So I had two. I was getting chain rooted there between them. And I had just gotten my IV hoop that morning, my Vander's hoop, so I didn't want to use it unless it was absolutely an emergency, and I was like, fuck, I realized I was probably dead. Then my mindset was like, if I can just get past this next like 2 rooms through the safe hall, I'll be able to get up and get out in time. I used my IV hoop, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna use this while I'm rooted so that I will get the life tap HP back long enough to survive and break through the root. What I wasn't thinking was that the IV hoop was actually strong enough to just straight up kill that wizard. Like if I had just popped it as soon as I knew things were going south, I could have killed the wizard and we would have survived. But you know, the biggest enemy in the SSF run when you're doing a hardcore character is really like panic, you know what I mean? Once you get like a little bit panicked and you're not thinking smartly, you mess up and do dumb things like that. Right, I think that I can like... It's gonna be real dumb. I think I could do this without aggroing homeboy up top. Yeah, I mean, you know, Lower Guck's a crazy place to go on a hardcore character in the first place, so. I could have just like farmed some 6-minute static spawn timer Right, nice and easy. Right, Fells. You know, we actually put a vote out to chat when that happened, and I was like, hey, what do you guys think about not counting this? And chat voted for us to keep the character and not count it. Because, I mean, you could see really clearly that moment of, like, dropped frames in the clip. And even though, you know, we all voted in favor of keeping the Paladin, I ended up deleting it anyway, just because you don't want to get all the way to 50 and then have, like, that asterisk in your mind. Oh, man, Toe. Did you know, like, were you watching that run when it happened? Or did you realize later, like, oh shit, I was there when that happened? Oh, man. You got a front row seat, dude. That's like the sketchiest question of all for Sarah. I'm not sure how I would roll it. Not sure what I would say. Like, if it was a guaranteed, you know you're gonna die, maybe I would just say, you know, we lost it. But there's a big part of me that says we'd be like, well, you know, sometimes you just get lucky. What's up, Skills? Good to see you, man. All right, I think I don't even know that I need to lull the Magus to basically survive this. We're gonna try this. Hopefully I don't get killed. Okay. Yeah, that's been my experience too, Berserk. But you never know when Everquest is just gonna say, screw you, you know? Alright, let's check my buffs. Endure Magic will still be up. He's gonna cast a bunch of shit on me though, so we wanna get some more resist buffs on here. Let's get some fire. What's going on, Sicarius? Good to see you, dude. Yeah, so I know about that other ghoul. I'm gonna lull him, and I don't think I'll have a problem though. What's going on, Camdolph? Good to see you, bro. How's everybody doing? Summon a zombie. All right, you gotta drug me. I guess I could pop root up just in case. Man, this feels so sketch. You know what? I'm actually gonna put gate on my bar in case I get rooted. Skills, this is on Mangler. Happy New Year, Sicarius. Hey, so for anyone who's just jumping in and doesn't already realize it, we are doing a giveaway in 25 minutes, real life loot come down the pipe. So just do ! giveaway to see instructions on how you can be entered to win. I can actually come over here. Oh, a Cray School, that's good. Could be worse. So this Reclusive Ghoul has lesser shielding. Probably the first thing I'm going to pull him with is going to be... I don't know. I don't know that the math works out to be worth dispelling that lesser shielding. Like, I don't know that he's actually going to reliably resist anything because of it. Usually I dispel it, but I don't know that I have to. It might be better to get off a dot right off the bat, just to kill him faster, especially because he's going to fear me. What do we think, chat? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna soothe him, and then I'm gonna walk up top. I can get into line of sight range. Here we go. Got him. Now we come back down here. There we go. I think this is going well. I think we're gonna be good. He's gonna try to fear us. He's casting Heat Blood. Too easy. You're right. The real sketch thing is the fear. Because if he fears me and we get a full duration fear, we go out there. Suddenly we have like 10 mobs on us, and there's a good chance one of them is a mob that'll root us. It can get really bad really quick. That was good though. May as well kill the Cray School while I'm over here. Get one more tick, and then we'll have enough mana to safely crush this guy. Yeah, so Wonker, I'm gonna get the I want to say it's the Mammothhide Cloak, the two bracers that drop from Evil Eyes. I forget what they're called, but you guys know what I'm talking about. They got 3 wisdom on them, 3 intelligence, and then I'm probably gonna also go for the 2 earrings from the Evil Eyes too. They're kind of rare. They're 10 mana apiece, so I'll be in Gorge King's Orb a lot. I'll do some time in Permafrost, and we're just spanking the school. Testament of Veneer and the Paw of Apollo. So I'll have to go do the Fungus Mutant in Gotgalat. Yeah, Polished Bone Bracer. There we go, that's what it is. Yeah, so that'll be both bracers. Our ears. Both of our primary, secondary stuff. Rings are kind of a tough one. I don't know that there's really a great ring option for us. Duo SSF with a static. Howling Stone's Lore. I'll get you in a sec for Sarah. What classes would I go? Well, I would want it to be like unordinary, I guess. Felseeker, you know what I mean? I wouldn't want to do like a duo self-found and then it'd be like super trivial. So I would avoid anything that was like healer tank. What would we do? Maybe like Ranger Bard would be a good one. Bard plus anything I think would be a fun duo self-found. Rogue Wizard, yes. Yes. The Rogue's just there for that time when the Wizard gets him at like sub 10% and doesn't want to waste the nuke. Honestly, I think when you're doing duo self-found, that's like the perfect time to bust out the good old Bard. Best time to do the Bard. If only, which time, you know, hey, I asked people a bunch of times to duo. I didn't get a lot of takers, so. Alright, I'll be right back. Versera, I'll grab your Howling Stone's Lore as soon as I'm back. Just pardon me for 1 second here. 20 minutes until our giveaway. All right, I'm back. Does the Daybreak website ever actually work? No. It's like super slow all the time, dude. It feels terrible. Yeah, Jagged Band's probably going to be what I go with. See Goodman if I can get down past the terrors. So, here we have our handy dandy gold edition tin. Don't worry, you can polish it up a little bit, get all the finger marks and smudges off of it. Big Crim, what's up, dude? Thanks for the bits, as always. Evening, Fuker. It is a beautiful piece of Everquest history right there. So, if you are interested in it, we're almost there. Exclamation mark giveaway. We'll be giving that away. 15 minutes or so. All right, Howling Stones lore. So, the Howling Stones, Charasis, are, it's a city. Pretty sure it was created by Veneral Sathir, and it is where Drusilla Sathir was buried. His love, his only love. This IVU on. Maybe we just yellow this corner. What do you guys think? There we go. I'm pretty confident that Terrassus was the site of the original Shissar capital in the over there. So that's where the pyramid that is now in the gray on Luckland was on Kunark. When the Green Mist came out, that's where the Shissar were. And when they did their teleportation spell to save them from the Green Mist, they took the entire pyramid basement and all. And that's why the Howling Stones is in that big chasm there. There's this big chunk of earth missing. They literally took the mines beneath the pyramid to Luckland with them. Hence why there's strange green metal in the mines on Luckland. Where is all the lore published? It's like all over the place, Wonker. There's not really a good centralized repository for it. Some of it is in the EQ like instruction manuals. Usually when you bought those old big boxes, they came with a big instruction manual and it had a bunch of lore tidbits in it. Then a lot of it is actually in the game. And then there are like other sources that are like second tier canon, I would call them. Like there's some things that contradict what you see in the game, and whenever the game contradicts another secondary source and outside the game source, I always go with the game. You know what I mean, in terms of canon purity. But there are things like the EQ RPG guides and stuff like that that we use for sources. I try not to use EQ too because I'm not crazy about their lore. Hey, thanks, Krim. I'm glad you like it. I've had a lot of positive feedback about this music. All right. Gotta do that extra nuke there. Stab Radio, this is not P99. This is a time-locked progression server run by Dark Paw Games. I doubt I will, Slazik. I haven't bought new Magic cards in a long, long time, unfortunately. I just haven't been crazy about it ever since, I don't know, when they started adding like a lot more lottery cards and stuff in the boxes. Something about it just, you know, rubbed me the wrong way, I guess? I don't know. Like, it was cool for one set, but then when it was like every single new block has their like thing that you gotta buy 1,000 boxes to get all of. I was just like, eh. Stab Radio, it is true they were bought out. They sold the game, all their games, to like EL7 or something. But that was expected. That was expected. The same kind of loan that EL7 got to buy Daybreak means that basically in 5 years we'll see Everquest sold again. Like, the companies that are buying it are taking a loan in order to pay for it. And once the loan is met, they just roll it out again. D&D Magic the Gathering set, that could be interesting. They're getting desperate going for those crossovers. Yeah, they make a lot of money, man. EverQuest is very successful. Ooh, man, Forgotten Realms is like my favorite setting as well, so very compelling. Stap, am I glad to see it? Yeah, I think so. I think I would say I'm glad. I think Daybreak had done... I think overall they did a lot of really good things with EverQuest. A lot better than what we saw with SOE in the few years that SOE had it at the end. But I think Daybreak had reached kind of like the end of the road in terms of what they were going to put into it. And the biggest problem that EverQuest has always faced is that the money that EverQuest generates does not go back into EverQuest, right? It makes money, that money goes elsewhere to other games, etc. And so EverQuest is always on life support despite being one of the most profitable MMORPGs owned by whatever parent company owns it at the time. So that might not be a problem with EL7, but it probably is just going to be the same way it always was. Because, like I said, they took a loan to buy EverQuest and those other MMOs. They've got to make the payments on that. So any extra is probably going that way. That said, like, Daybreak did a lot of good stuff. Specifically, when Holly was the head, the producer of EverQuest, she did a lot of good things. She added pick zones, agents of change. That's probably why she got hired by Blizzard, because you could look at the numbers most likely that she generated in terms of revenue, in terms of new users and returning customers by improving the TLP servers. They're probably astronomical. Just adding agents of change so that you could have a server like Fingal, the most popular TLP of all time, was a huge one. Right, that's the big thing I hate. I hate the lack of customer service involvement for botting and cheating. I hate the prevalence of real money trading involvement in the game. Like, I wish they would crack down on those. EverQuest has an opportunity to actually be a very cool, competitive game to watch, even in a PvE setting, you know what I mean? But it's not going to be that unless they actually police the game. Dude, this room sucks. They need to police the game or else it just doesn't matter. Blow like all my mana just soothing this whole room. Alright, one more soothe. There we go. Nice solo pull. Oh, no, no, no. Soothe, we're off, we're bad. Where's my... There we go, okay. Alright, fell behind on chat here a little bit, guys, while I was spamming Soothe. Yeah, I liked Holly. Holly, I got the opportunity to interact with Holly a few times as a guild leader back before the instancing of EverQuest, and she was always pretty amenable to work with. Yeah, Finny was the most popular TLP server. Some people might deny that, but I would challenge anyone to provide metrics that show that any other TLP before or since has been more popular than Finny. All I've seen is people just use feels logic. Nice, the bronze BP. Singularity, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're enjoying this compelling EverQuest content. Big Bold with the cheer. Thank you so much, Bold. Always appreciating your support. I guess not, Versaire. Alluvian, thank you so much for continuing that gift sub. Thank you, thank you. Fells, why did I pick human over the dwarven cleric? I get it. High elf and dwarf would have both been better clerics than the human. We didn't go min-max on this one. We went lore. I really wanted to play a cleric that could worship Bertoxilus and be a blood saber, part of the cult that lives underneath the city of Kanos and causes the plague in the Karanas. And the only way to do it was to be a human. It just feels really cool being a human, which is traditionally associated as like neutral or good, and being a cleric, a class mostly associated with being good, and then worshiping an evil god and being an evil cleric. Cammed off the surname is because my last paladin died via lava, falling in the lava. So yeah, it's like it's an Obi-Wan Anakin thing. Dude, I like the barrel rolls too. Always feels good when you're playing that dwarf character, any class, and you hit that zone line with the barrel roll just right. What do we got in here? Undead Knight back up? Yeah, I'm not trying to mess with those weird bats. I think I need to kill this werebat next. I really don't want to, though. Alright, we're going to soothe this ghoul first. Then, good old dry bones. The monk. And last but not least, our werebat pal. How much would I say the company needs to buy Everquest? I don't know what you mean, like how much money went into them buying Everquest specifically? Seeker, enjoy your brief interrupt. It's hard to say. I mean, it is the most profitable. It's the most profitable game that Daybreak Games owned. So I would say it had the majority share. But they have a a huge suite of games, and it's not the most popular. It's just the most profitable. DC Universe Online, right, was the most popular one. It has by far the most concurrent users. So if they felt like they had a better way to monetize that, they could be looking at a huge gain in profit. But that's because it's on like 4 different consoles. You know what I mean? So that's why. I really doubt that they are buying Everquest and looking to develop it in any significant way, though. You know what I mean? I think they're, Everquest is not going to change much. They're going to poop out a time lock progression server every year, maybe 2, and keep collecting those paychecks. Yeah, we could bring up the earnings document and just like chop it up by total profit each game makes and the total price and do the math. You know what I mean? We'd probably come out close to right. Big Norok's gonna go crunch the numbers. Right, yeah, Crimson's right. Like, you can't just hire somebody and be like, here's EverQuest, work on it. It's like working on normal games. It's like, you need an archaeologist to work on this game. Rakish Rooster, thanks for the follow. Just a reminder, folks, our giveaway is happening in 4 minutes. Pretty much your last chance to get in there, get signed up for that giveaway. We'll be giving away this nice, wonderful Gold Edition tin. If you win it, I'll contact you after the stream. We'll talk about how I can get this sent out to you. Hey Rick, yeah, we are doing a real life loot giveaway. I'm giving away the Everquest Gold Edition tin. The second Friday of every month during 2021, we're going to be doing this. LOL, noob kick. someone had $1 billion, do you think they would have enough to buy the game? I think if someone had $100 million, they would have enough to buy Everquest. But they'd probably be too intelligent to buy it. You know what? Never mind. That's not true. I don't know that there's a strong correlation between earnings and intelligence. Oh snap. Dude, Chromecast is nice. Do you have the little Chromecast dongle or do you have it built into your smart TV, Rick? Meditating is the worst part of EQ. You know what? No, it's the second worst thing. The worst thing in EQ is healing through walls by NPCs that are not engaged in combat with you. The second worst thing is meditating. All right, guys, drum roll it out. We have 1 minute. Good luck to everyone who is in the running. Oh shit. A critical fail. Oh, big Duskra. Congratulations, Duskra. You have won our EverQuest Gold Edition tin. Congratulations, buddy. Of course, it's the weird bat that follows me all the way out here. I don't have Smite up, so I can't even fight him. He's a yellow con. I would need like my entire mana bar worth of smites, and I'd have to get like no resist to kill him. Yeah, so Noobcake, there is a thing in the Discord that you react to. And of all the people who react to it, it will randomly select one of the people. Fire stick. Man, I haven't seen a fire stick in a long time. Hey, no problem, buddy. Yeah, so Duskra, me and you talk all the time. I'll hit you up after this. We'll figure out how we'll get over to you. Rakish Rooster, getting back into EQ recently. Glad to be here. I miss my old characters, but it's been about 15 years, so I'm guessing no hope there. You are wrong, sir. There is a lot of hope. I recently acquired my original account from when I was 9 years old. And I hadn't played it, yeah, in like 15 plus years as well. And I was able to get it back. So you absolutely can get it back. Rakish Rooster, thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate you supporting the stream. We'll go over this, and I think we can definitely get your account back. Have any tips on your own interface? So you want to make your own UI, or you want to get a better UI? I'm using the Sparks UI. I recommend this; it's really good. Or the what is the other UI that I used to use? The Draka Chrome UI. Those are two really good ones. But if you're making your own, that's a little bit outside of my wheelhouse. Noobcake, you can indeed trade your win for my OnlyFans account. I'll reach out to you privately about it. LOL. So the first thing, Rakish, is to submit a ticket, a trouble ticket with Daybreak support or Dark Paw Games support now, and let them know, hey, you have an old account that you want to get back. And usually there's some series of questions they can ask you that can get it back. For me, like, I was a kid when I had it, so I no longer lived at the address. I never had credit card access, right, because it was my mom's credit card, and we were still able to get it back. What I ended up doing was I was able to tell them the names of a bunch of my old characters and what servers they were on, and they verified that. And I think I had to guess what street I lived on, like my last billing address. And after that, I was able to get my accounts unlocked. I'll take that tri-bones with this. It's gonna suck when that dry bones rolls up and interrupts me with the bash. Alright, perfect timing. So I had a Sony TV Sicarius that I really hated. It was like a relatively expensive, very large smart TV. And it just seems slow, you know what I mean? Like when I'm moving around on the TV, not like my picture, but when I'm like going through menus, it's very cumbersome. I really don't like it. As compared to Samsung TVs, which I've been buying ever since, they're like far better. I really do not want to nuke this guy for 2%, man. Am I gonna stand here and die? You know what? Here you go, bro. Oh, they're interrupting me. What's going on, Chase? Good to see you, man. I don't know, chat. I don't know. We made it. Can't stop, won't stop. Now I have to get 100% of my health back, all my mana back, and redo all my buffs. It's going to be an exciting 20-minute downtime. Yeah, the Samsung TVs were awesome. Hey, no problem, Rakish Rooster. It'll take a few days just going back and forth with support, but I think it'll be easy, and I think you'll be able to get back for sure. As long as you remember those names and you know the last place that your billing address might have been. Most people don't live too many different places in the world over the years, so it's not too hard to guess one of them. I think I even got mine wrong at first, and they let me have another crack at it. Versera, I think we're going right from here to Lower Guk. Now, not this camp, but from this zone. So, like we're gonna do the item roundup around the 30s. And we'll probably gain a level or two just doing that stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna do this at least to like 35, and then I'll go to Lower Guk. My Fine Moon skill is getting there. Yeah, Slassic, there is an RNG part. That's why I was saying you should do it as early as possible, because that mob at the end could aggro you when you turn the item into him. He's level 20 warrior. And I was like, well, like when I did it the first time, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna run around the world at level 3 and do this Shining Star of Light quest, so if he kills me, I'm like, I don't really lose much. And that's what I did. I haven't heard of anyone actually getting the bad luck, though. I think it's like a real small % chance. But here's the thing. Honestly, you could just strafe run. So like, stand at max turn-in range, turn in the item, and if he aggroes you, he's gonna get a bash, you're gonna get stunned, and then just 180 and strafe on out of there. You should be technically able to get away. Especially as Pally, just make sure you have LOH up and pop it, you know? And now it'll suck to lose your quest progress, but at least you won't lose the character. Over here slouching in my chair. Are you ready to do your final turn in now, Slazik? I think if you can cast Identify on the item, you can tell whether or not it's the fail potion or the good potion. But of course, SSF, so you can't. Do I need to sell? What am I at? Sort of, kind of. We'll go sell really quick since we're gonna have to rebuff. Rakish Rooster, thank you so much. Showing all that love with the 5 gifted subs. Congrats everyone who got a sub. Rakish Rooster, again, thank you so much. That's really awesome. Very much appreciated, man. I hope you get your account back. I hope you come in and tell us on our next stream whether or not it worked out. For those of you who are watching, I do streams every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, until who knows what time, till we get bored. Mondays and Fridays we do this solo self-found hardcore run that we're currently doing. Wednesday we do a duo grind on P99 green with my wife, Charlie. She's a druid, I'm a necromancer, so just a casual grind there. Beastlord in Luckland or Berserker in Gates of Discord? I would say the Berserker in Gates of Discord Berserker, and I would say that because you got to look at what the class is supposed to do and what it performs as, right? And I'm talking about from a raid perspective too, okay? So Berserker is only purely a DPS class, right? That's all it's got. It's like Rogue 2.0, right? It's supposed to be top tier DPS, and in that regard, it simply fails. It's not top tier DPS, so it just doesn't work. Now it's not terrible DPS, but it's really not that good. Whereas the Beastlord doesn't really have a role in a raid that you expect right off the bat, right? It's kind of a pet class, but it's sort of a monk. But yeah, it kind of is in the middle there. So the Beastlord is better because it is a little bit freer from the expectations. Since we don't expect as much from the Beastlord, it's not able to let us down so thoroughly like the Berserker is. And besides, the Beastlord is bringing us, what is that, Ferocity? Every 10 minutes, you know, cast a Ferocity on the melee, which actually does have a very large positive impact on the raid. The Beast Run is fun, dude. It is a fun one. Oh no, Alluvian. Slassic Alluvian says that he's had bad luck. I hope you get my luck, not Alluvian's luck. Dude, that first Paladin that we did, we had like the ultimate streamer luck. You guys remember on stream I walked up, attempted the Bandit Tunic, my first try, and got it at like 50 skill. I was like, what's the worst that could happen? Boom, success. Dang, we're down to 3 plat. Oh, you know what? I don't want to go here. I want to go to POK so I can do my buffs. Rakish, so you haven't played EQ in 15 years? Or, like, is that just your old account that you haven't played? Yeah, the pet is really good in the group content, too. Like, for group stuff and solo stuff, the Beastlord is strong. It's very strong, all the way up to 60, 65, whatever. Whereas, like, the Berserker, you would rather have one of the many other DPS classes. All right, Norok dropping the math here. So I'm no I'm no expert at valuing video game companies that are not public, but Everquest alone had an EBITDA last year of 7.8 million. If you generously value the company 10 years forward, that would come out to 78 million, but that would be a low end because it does not include any of their assets. On the high end, you could compare it to other publicly traded video game companies' market cap. In that case, relative to their earnings, the valuation could be as high as $400 million. Fuker with the cheer. Thank you so much, Fuker, for the 125 bits. Very generous of you. I appreciate your support as always. And I mostly appreciate you being here in the chat with us. That is a rough run, dude. I've done that a few times. When we did that, you know, the old Palion Air Dune is like half of every stream was me running around the planet. You know what I mean? Big Chint, 5-3-fold in the house. What's going on, dude? Flexing his subscriber badge with the Freeport guard on it. The big 6 months. All right, let's get our buffs rolling here. I played like 10 or 20 minutes of World of Warcraft stat, and I just didn't enjoy it. I was trying to do a hardcore guild there. Like, my friends really wanted me to run a hardcore World of Warcraft guild on this one classic emulator back before WoW Classic was a thing. And man, I tried my best to like it, but I just don't like it. I just don't like it. And I like Warcraft. Like, back in the day, I played Warcraft 3 all the time. But World of Warcraft, just not my thing. I really hate the way the game looks, man. Like, the stylized models, they look so cartoony. It's just not my thing. Even though the Everquest graphics are just like garbage, pretty objectively terrible, there is an effort at realism that I really appreciate. And for some reason, it makes it age better for me. Right. So EG7 bought Daybreak for 300 million. If you consider that EQ1 is 30% of their EBITDA, it comes out to 90 million. So with my original number of 78 million plus assets being valued at 12 million, I think EG7 came to a low end price. They probably let it go for 90 million. Start saving your money. There you go, folks. About 100 million, you can own Everquest in 5 years. A good server on WoW nowadays for new players? I have no idea. If I was a new player for WoW now, I would just go to EQ. I'd go to WoW Classic. Oh, for EQ? So if you want to play EQ now, I would 100% say there's only 2 ways that I would recommend someone play EQ. First is via the emulator community, specifically probably P99 Green, which is the most close to the true classic Everquest as you can pretty much get right now. So it's free. All you have to do is go to their website, read about how to download it. You know, it's kind of an ordeal to download it for your first time and get it set up, but you'll be back into good old-fashioned Everquest like you remember from 1999. They are currently in Kunark. And I think they're like 6 months or less from Velius. But it's really, really, really good server. It's free. The community is awesome there. And that's a wonderful way to play for free. If you want classic-ish EverQuest with some more bells and whistles, some more modern UI and things like that, then you can play on the actual EverQuest servers, you know, where you're paying money to the company that owns and supports continued EverQuest development, Darkpaw Games. And for like, you know, $15 a month or whatever, you can play EverQuest on a time-locked progression server, which will usually, like, every year they launch a new TLP, time-locked progression. It starts in Classic, typically, and then every, usually 3 months, it goes to the next expansion. So, boom, it comes out in Classic, 3 months later, Kunark, 3 months later, Velius, 3 months later, Lugland. 5 years later, they hit live, because EverQuest has like 25 expansions now. Right, and like they have this thing where technically when you are a member for Everquest, you're a member for like all Daybreak games. So you technically have membership access to a ton of games, including Everquest 2. Green will never pass Velius, Arvis. Is there a retail server that I would recommend? Honestly, no. Like, to be totally honest with you, if you wanted to play live, like retail, I would maybe mess around on test server because it's free, and you could test copy a character from normal EQ, any normal EQ server to the test server. So you can bring any of your old characters to test and play there for free with all expansions enabled, etc. Now, if you want to raid high-end content specifically, well, then I would look at guilds. I would look at the top guilds that are actually raiding content via the website Elite Gamers Lounge, and I would pick one of those guilds and I would start on their server, because really there's not a ton of guilds that still do live raid content. So if you want to experience that stuff, you have to have kind of a plan. But you're also, you know, you're gonna need 115 levels and 40,000 AA levels, so it's quite the mountain to climb right now. Wrong wall. Festering Hag. Easy EXP. Good newbie zones to level in on Megler. 5, are you an Ixar, or are you like starting a fresh character? Frog block. Some good newbie zones for a frog block. What level are you? Like, are you fresh level 1? Because you know me, I love Kanos. Level 3. Okay, dude, I'd go to Kanos. I'd hit that POK book and go to Kanos. 5, I know you and I have done the leveling race a few times or whatever, and we've always gone like the Freeport side of the house. So if you've never done Kanos before, I think you'll really love it. I would take the POK stone to North Kanos, and I would do Kanos Aqueducts for some gear, into Kanos Hills, into Blackborough. You can even start Blackborough as early as like level 5 or 6 as a solo melee character. Yeah, Norok, if he was on P99, I would recommend him do the Rose. But I just hesitate to recommend Freeport to like anybody when it's revamped and looks terrible, unfortunately. Oh, nice, you already got the gear there. Yeah, then just go hit Blackborough up, man. Top Frag Dad, thanks for the follow. Hope you're enjoying it. Right. Get lucky on these 2 werebat suits, and we will crush this hag. Easy. Just going for the root. Man, she cast that last spell quick. Go. Hey, that's awesome, Top Frag. Are you playing Everquest, or are you just kind of watching for the nostalgia? If you're not playing, I recommend you get back into it. It's always a great time. Oh, that's cool. You're a shaman, right, Chint? Crushbone's a really great zone. Like, if you have never done Crushbone, Crushbone is probably a cooler dungeon overall than Blackborough is. 90 viewers. We're getting back to the old metrics, guys. Finn, I am at that big 26. This is now officially my 3rd highest SSF character. First Paladin being the first, my Beast Lord being the 2nd. I'm cool with this. Actually, I don't have enough mana for this. Kill me. Don't literally kill me. But man, this kind of sucks. That door got me, guys. I see the door, but the NPCs do not see a door there. You know what I mean? It's just blank space to them, so they have perfect line of sight. doors are kept locally. This is gonna suck. I was gonna be James Bond and jump out of the Hag Tower, but I'm gonna play it safe. 2 bubs. Okay, yeah, green. That's like the best place to play EQ right now. So Slazik, what I would say against the Rabid Grizzly is use your blind and then back up like 3 steps and he'll run away. And while he's running, you can meditate and heal manually with your healing spell. That's how I was soloing them. What's your surname? Which time? All those null things. Just lost aggro. This pathing was not good enough to make it to us. Chint, are you specifically interested in doing zones that you have not done before, or do you not care? Big Nullify with the sub. Thanks so much, Nullify. And thanks for stopping by, dude. Hope you're enjoying it, even though you're probably watching for like 10 seconds. Hey, I'm down pitting. We'll do a duo self-found. It'll be perfect. We'll have a new TLP and stuff. What's going on, dude? So Nullify, you ready to do the these static practice runs soon? I'm sure chat wants to see us do a hardcore 1 through 50 practice run. Just gotta block off like 24 hours on the calendar. Finn, no news yet, but we're always expecting it. Yeah, Nullify is a really good friend of mine. He's been in a bunch of my static groups. We've been in guilds together for like almost 10 years now, right? It's a long time. Yeah, they have new one every year. I almost don't want to wait for them to drop the rule set to start doing practice runs with the static, because they're going to give us like 2 weeks to 4 weeks notice on the server launch. And I don't want to do too many like marathon grinds in a 1 month period, you know what I mean? I'm not as young as I used to be. Any of you guys in chat planning to do a static group and rush to 50 on the next TLP server, if it's Classic or Kunark? What is my fastest to 50 in group? Not counting Cello, which went a little bit higher. My fastest was Eridune, and it was 38 hours. And that's like starting with the server launch from 0. Everyone's on the even playing field. You know what I mean? If we're talking about like later on with power leveling and stuff, it could be way faster than that. Yeah. Eridune had a really fast EXP rate. It might have been outside of Cello. I think Eridune was probably the fastest of any TLP. I'm sure there's a lot of folks in chat who could check me on that if they think I'm wrong, who've played on a bunch of TLPs, but I played on Vulak. Vulak had a weird, this was like the old TLPs from like 2011 and before that, they had really weird EXP. They didn't want to change the whole EXP curve back then, so what they did was they just put a really low artificial cap on EXP per kill. So at level 1, all the way to level 50, actually all the way to level 60, there was an EXP cap of 2% per mob. Which was crazy, because like you log into Vulak and you're like killing snakes, and you're like, I have to kill 50 snakes to hit level 2? What in the world is this EXP rate? And then you notice like it just never got any worse. Like I had to kill 50 goblins to get level 49, you know what I mean? Finn, I use EXP pots, and we do that primarily because it's like, you know, you want to be first and everyone's using EXP pots who's trying to level fast, so. But I'd be down if someone wanted to like 1v1 us and be like, my group versus your group. Nothing else matters. No EXP pots, I would do it. Cornav was slower than Mangler, yes. That's the way to do it, Chinchilla. right into the hardcore. You'll be like the guild's first level 50 hardcore mode. Can I get him to just aggro me again? It's not gonna work. I'm gonna have to soothe these guys. Wow, I had no idea it was that slow. Elishim Taro. How many mobs do you kill at a time? Like, are you killing them 1 or 2 at a time? Like, is your mob throughput very high? Or is it just kind of like the same as here, where it, you know, you spend a little bit of time on each mob? I do have a 1 through 50 marathon grind on YouTube that we did on this channel. Actually, it might be also like on my highlighted videos here. If anyone is really bored and wants to waste 24 of their real life hours watching that to see exactly what we do. Like, I formed a group with some other streamers and awesome Everquest players, and we literally just did 1 through 50 with naked characters to simulate and show chat and Twitch or whatever exactly what it's like when you do a 1 through 50 grind on launch. Pretty much. So if you watch that, you'll see exactly what the race is kind of like, minus a few oddities that happen because there are other players higher than you. Hey, I'm glad you like him, Ellie. Put that shit on like 10x speed. But yeah, seriously. Yeah, past 1, that was the mage group that we did. Dude, honestly, it's so fun. There's nothing like the rush of that race. Especially if you're doing the race and you're not getting trained every 5 minutes. Oh, it's great. Yeah, so when we were doing that group, you know, it was basically an exhibition group, right, just to show people how we did it. When we got to Soul B, our camp that we wanted for Soul B, there was like some necromancer dude who like would not let us share the camp. I was like, he wanted to farm trade scale mats to sell, and they dropped from the kobolds, Black Henbane. And I was like, hey dude, we're just trying to get EXP, we don't care about loot. I'll give you all the Black Henbane, just let us kill them so we can get EXP. And he was like, nah man, you kill them slower than me, so I'm not gonna give up the camp. And we're like, okay. So like, then we just DPS raced, and like some other people who were watching came and DPS raced. He got really, really upset. It was a good time. And then Liak had GMs come in and checking on him. That was then, right, Liak? GM popped in and made sure he wasn't AFK. But yeah, that actually messed up the run a little bit because like it kills like, you know, the projected camp at that level range. The static launch rush is like very fine-tuned. You really want to hit all your camps at the perfect levels because you project taking them at the lowest level possible, and the alternatives at any given level break are usually significantly worse than what you have. AFK farming, that's so funny. Yo, you guys remember that dude who, that dude, what was it, Cameron Diaz in High Keep, who was like KSing newbies for years? Because he needs to work on his faction or something. I was like, dude, you're gonna need like 10,000 years to do this. It's a terrible idea. And he wouldn't leave. He's like, well, I already started, so I can't leave. And he said it was because he was like an alpha male. Oh man, that's a bad look. Then we usually move to camps when mobs are red, almost always. It's not that we necessarily want red specifically, it's that we want to stay ahead of the rest of the pack, and we want to monopolize bottleneck camps as early as we possibly can to block other groups from moving on us. You know what I mean? Like Soleil is a perfect example, or Bedroom and Lord Guck is a perfect example. I could wait till Bedroom is yellow and move on at yellow, and it'd be really easy to break and kill and stuff. But if I waited till it's yellow, some other group that might be a level or two lower than me could move in ahead of me, take that camp, and then we're just out of luck, you know what I mean? Unless we want to DPS race. And when you DPS race, like, it could go well, but really both groups are slowed down significantly until it resolves. And the type of people who will grind for 30, 40 hours straight in Everquest 21 years after it came out usually are not the type of people to give up. So when you find yourself in a position where you and another group are going head to head over a select group of mobs, it's really a bad time. You're like 12 people who are not willing to give up, and you're both getting caught by all the other groups, you know, the longer you fight. I try to avoid it at all costs if I can. Oh man, I just skip loot. Like, I will happily hit level 50 without a scrap of gear on me. The only loot we get for anybody in the group is just incidental loot that we happen to get while we're camping mobs, you know what I mean? I wouldn't even care if a single named ever spawned. We never do quests. And ideally, you never even leave camp. Like, there should be a constant mob throughput at all times, unless you're moving to your next camp. That's the only time that you should not be pulling. What a gentleman. He went the other way around the table, so we had no chance of getting any additional mobs. Oh, that was a close one, Slazik. Congrats on your purple club. See, Bone Chips for Green Mist is better, but like, he was doing like Freeport Militia Faction or something really dumb, where there was a far better way to do that content. And he was KSing like legitimate newbies to do it, which is super toxic and bad for the community, right? Look, I don't know about you, but I like to play on servers where there are other players, and that kind of behavior is a great way to get other players to stop playing on your server. You end up on a ghost town, slowly but surely. Everquest is popular, but it's not that popular. You want to avoid losing any, you know, any quality community member. Yeah, Rev, it does have a chance to fail. We've had a few. I think tonight we had one critical fail. So there's two ways it could fail. It could get resisted, just like a natural resist, or it could have a critical fail, which is like it resists and the mob realizes that you were trying to mess with it and everything aggroes you. Tentatively confirmed, Norok. I don't think you would have wanted to play with us because we were not gonna take any. Like, we only had one spot, you know what I mean? I know you like to box, and our only spot open was a Cleric spot. Catch you later, Versaire. It was good seeing you again. Right, Olivian, you're right. You're 100% right about that. Yeah, same people. It really is, though, a lot of times. Ooh, Norok, it's big news. We'll have to talk about it. No, Sean wasn't our Cleric. Keebs was our Cleric. Keebs is a badass Cleric. Sean was a mage. Well, I think that's good, Norok, to be honest with you. It's really nice to just sit down and focus on one character. It's like soothing, you know? But being able to box and choosing not to box means that if someone else has to sleep during the grind, you can pick them up, you know what I mean, for a little while. And you really don't lose much group capability while you do it, which is the best. Ideally, you have a group with 6 people, all who can box, none of which are boxing. Yeah, even though you have like a class that's really easy to box, right? You kind of like a bard, you just throw a melody on and put them on follow or whatever. For some reason, it just takes some cycles out of you, man. You're not able to put like full focus on something. You're always kind of like checking the other screen, the other app. So it does take a little bit out of you, even if it seems easy at first. Village Bikes, man. Hey, it's good to see you, man. It's been a long time. So Village, we went human just for the memes, basically, for the lore. I did not worship Inaruk. I worshipped Bertoxilus, so we could get that sick Kanos start, and so we could be a Blood Saber. Like I said, for the lore. There's no real good reason for it. I should have been a dwarf or a high elf, but this is what we went with. Right, Illuvian. Yeah, like SSF is a great way to play Everquest. You really think about the game differently, and you look at zones, camps, quests. You approach everything in a fresh perspective. You know what I mean? Yeah, that is a no bueno, Norok. That's a no bueno for sure. Yeah, they really are, Village. The stuff from Paniel, those quest items, are so nice. Have you been, Village? You doing any SSF characters yourself these days? Agreed, Fades. I can agree with that 100%. Dang, my skeleton monk over here just popped out like, hey, what's up, dude? Ah, SOD, okay. Village, if you're not in the Discord, you gotta jump in our Discord, man, so we can keep in touch. I'm just like a little bit too slow to clear this whole room before repops. By the time I have a big enough mana pool or I do enough damage per nuke to make it happen, it'll no longer be like a viable EXP camp for us. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, she's really excited about it. She wants to do more streaming now. Yeah, level 70 sucks, dude. Worst range in the game. I think there was a time around like level 100 where they said they weren't going to add any more levels for a while, wasn't there? And then they just totally dropped that. Fippy Dark Pop, coming at you, Dino. Enjoy it. Yeah, Village, I'm limiting this to Classic Kunark. With the exception of, like, I use POK to get around because I play EverQuest a lot less nowadays, so I don't want to spend a ton of time running to and fro. But content-wise, it's all Classic Kunark. Has it been 115 for a while? I mean, I'm talking, you know, way back in the day. There was a period where they said they weren't going to add any more levels. Yeah, I think the Cleric has a really good chance of making 50. You know, it's like the usual. As long as I don't do anything too stupid, we should be good. Should be good. I was thinking about that. Like, if we were on P99, that's what we would do, right? We would do specs all the way to 50. But I'll probably do Elgug. Can you imagine if, like, I hit 35 and, like, the next 15 streams were me doing specs? We'll do some specters for sure, because I love the camps, but won't be all spec. Ooh, Tarantula's up? I don't think I'm strong enough to kill Tarantula right now. Or is it a Tarantuling? If there's Tarantulinks, it means that Tarantula was up and somebody killed it. Man, I don't think I'm gonna do the Aegis, like, maybe. But you know my luck, Village, is I'll do like 5 days of camping Grimrot to get the Aegis, and then I'll die the next day. And I'll just burn my house down in rage. Yo, it is nice, right? Yeah, I plan to do Veneer and Pavapala at 29. Basically, I'm waiting to do a lot of my new gear benchmarks until I get 29, because that's when I get my next nuke that is not specifically undead. I think it's what, Wrath I get at 29. Yeah, also I need ally for Aegis of Life, and I'm a Bertoxilus, a Bertox Cleric, so I'm closer to ally with Grimrot than with the Pally Guild. Did you find that the level 29 nuke was pretty viable? Oh, it was overkill? Good. Good, good, good. It says that the Undead Knight of Unrest is a rare creature. Our stream tonight has determined that that is false. The hag that spawns in that spot is a rare creature. Oh man. Yeah, I would like to do Befallen, but there's so many humans mixed into Befallen, you know what I mean? And they're all necromancers too, so they're pretty tough. That I'd be kind of weak. Yeah, hag's more dangerous too. Outside of Harm Touch, like the Undead Knight doesn't really do anything. Just stands there waiting to die. Yeah, the Tunic is super rare, man. We've only seen one, and I've killed that guy so many times. Man, see, the problem is I need so much mana to kill this Werebat. There are some undead dungeons I would do like 50 plus village, like Karnar's is probably where I would level like 50 to 55. Maybe even all the way to 60. Sora, I understand, has a lot of undead. I did Currents, I did do some Currents. Like my weapon here is the Ixar Berserker Club. The problem is like a lot of those dungeons have a lot of living things mixed in. So my plan would be to go to Kern's Tower, or sorry, not Kern's, Karnar's Castle, and get into the basement where it's like primarily undead mobs. Dude, it's so good. Like any class that can equip this in an SS Sephiron, you get it as soon as you possibly can. Look at all those classes. It's better than any comparable weapon that you can get at any given level range there. The Paladin is the only class that doesn't really use it, and you still want to get it because you're bandoliering for Bash. But yeah. So let's put Smite on. Did they eat your turn-in items, Laz? I think you have to hit high amiable. There's like an invisible checkmark in the midst of amiable. Yeah, I was thinking about Vexar. I also don't know if I would count it. Funny enough, like, you know, it is Kunark sort of, and it was intended to be within Kunark, but like it was added later, and the content is a little bit tuned later, I would argue. At least they don't eat your items though. So that's. Is HP really high? I haven't leveled in Vexar in so long that I don't even remember. It wouldn't surprise me though. Like all the, you know, the later the expansion related content is, usually the higher the HP values are. Alright, we're gonna get more respawns here soon. So close to being able to attempt good old Werebat. I just need to be really aggressive at tackling this camp and meditating between pulls and stuff. So I'm thinking basically now that I've split this camp, I'll save mana on soothing. I won't have to do any more soothes really, which means I should be able to catch up enough to kill this Werebat. Because right there we had 60 mana. I always thought that, you know, I'm definitely not debating you because I really don't know, but I seemed to have remembered that Vexar had like lowish HP, lower than you would expect. And there was just piles of mobs there. All those dog-looking mobs, are they undead? I didn't know that they were undead flagged even. Were tag. Thank you so much for the follow. I hope you're enjoying this SSF hardcore content. Yeah, Village, I probably will do the Kith Mace at some point. That'll be like a wee bit later though. Maybe at like 40 I'll go there. I know you can get it earlier, technically, like 25 we could go get the mace. But there's a lot of stuff that would kill me, you know, in the attempt. Duskrust, summon in the werewolf. Okay. Here you go. It's West Corona. It's midnight. This guy's attacking you at his own line. Better run. Might be able to get this guy now, ish. I just need to heal myself too, though. Right on the cusp. Maybe after the next mob spawns, we'll be able to regenerate in between. What is my favorite dungeon? Crystal Caverns and Guck. Man, Guck is just such a masterpiece. And I'm talking like upper, lower, live, dead, everything. Like just take it as one zone. I don't think there's anything that really comes close. I like Crystal Caverns because it's cool and I've got nostalgia and I love the soundtrack and I really like a lot of things about it, but like if you were to pick one dungeon that you were going to spend the rest of your gaming career in, you would pick Guck. Like it's got everything. It can support so many groups. The only thing you could do to improve Guck would be to add faction, like real relevant faction to the Lifeside Froglocks and give them quests and like vendors and shit. Alright. Now's the time. We're gonna have a repop right on our heads. Watch this. May as well keep Yelp up, since it'll be melee might be a big part of my DPS here. Maybe I could do Tower Frozen Shadow. I can check it out. I think I'm already losing in terms of like mana to his HP ratio. Like I might not be able to do it. And he's also like chunking me pretty good in the process. We're right on the cusp here. Dude, this song's good. Just a few more good melee swings. I need this guy to not run. Did he resist? Oh no, the resist might be like enough to throw this whole thing over. Finally. It was worth. Okay, so check this out, guys. When I cast Smite on someone, it says, a werebat has been smitten. Am I crazy? I feel like it should say, a werebat has been smote. Like, smitten and smote are very different things. And the way I'm casting Smite, it should be smote. Certainly it should not be smitten. Like if I was charming him, he might be smitten. Get the heart monitor ready, right? Dude, clerics are not built for that. We're not built for these live mobs. It could be cool, Goodman, just like change up the zones, not do any of the big zones that we constantly hit every SSF run. But would we open up to new expansions? Like, would we say, okay, you could do Luckland content? Or could we even say, like, you could do the TFS content, like we could do Stonehive? Or would we want to say, it's got to be Classic Cunard, you just can't do like the usual treadmill of zones that we always do? We're almost high enough to start doing some Velius zones if we want to. Velius mobs have a lot more HP than Kunark mobs though, don't they? Am I crazy? I feel like they're just tuned up a notch, you know? Even the group content. Dude, when I was a kid, once Velius came out, I lived at Kale. Kale and Crystal Caverns. I would always invite my friends and be like, hey, want to do a group? They'd be like, yeah, man, sure, where at? And I'm like, Kale. They're like, nah, dude, shut up. I'm like, come on, man. There's probably good loot here. They're like, there's not good loot in Kale, man. We've been there. I'm like, yeah, but you're killing giants. It's so cool. They're like, yeah, they have 1,000,000 HP. The EXP blows. I'm not going to Kale. I would just sit there and try to solo shit on my bard. Dude, Rygor Fort was awesome too, man. Remember the Avengers would come out every now and then and just like wreck people? Those were the good old days. I can already tell this song's gonna be awesome. No, not the door. Okay, it worked. I'm sure most of you guys know this because I've talked about it a few times, but all objects and zones are client-side. They're stored client-side, so you can mess around with your files and your Everquest directory and remove all the doors from any given zone. So mobs don't really perceive doors in the same way as you. Again, because they're client-side. I think we don't really get any good spells till 29 either. Like 25 to 28 is just like a big dead zone for cleric spells. Let me confirm this. Yeah, 26 I got like an AE nuke that I'm never gonna use. Panic the Dead, never gonna use. 27 I get Instill, which I'll pick up. I get Expulse Summon, which is pretty much garbage and I'll never use it. 28, I get Counteract Disease, whoop-de-doo, and then 29, big 29, Wrath. 176 damage nuke. Hope, what's going on, dude? Good to see you, man. No, if you remove them, Goodman, there's nothing there. Like, I used to remove the doors in Vicent's Peak, so that when I was pulling dragons, we didn't need to have someone who could unlock the doors. I would just run right through them. Same thing. All the doors in BP are locked. You are at risk of getting your account banned for things like that, tampering with the file system and stuff, but I never got banned. This is a good zone to do it in too, because in Classic Launch with TLPs, all these doors are locked, you know what I mean? You have to do a few tiers of door, like keying things to be able to enter like the basement, for instance. And if you instead just do the door hack, doesn't even matter. Alright, we only have one buff, it's not enough. My buffs are fading. I almost don't want to like lose the mana that it costs to redo the buffs though. Yeah, you could do that. The old shrink thing, and like the old, of course, illusioning through doors was like the classic strat, until they nerfed it 20 years later for no reason. There's some lev tricks you can do to get through doors like Sra. There's like a shrink lev thing that you can do to get through the Sra doors. Blessing of Piety is really good. We need to keep this up. Yep. Dude, I remember when I first started doing TLPs and stuff, people used to get lost in Siren's Grotto. Like, they didn't know how to get through. I'm like, how do you get lost? Like, you don't do anything. It's a straight line, dude. Just go left and stay there. Literally jump in the water and hug the left wall and you hit the zone line. I get dying, like if you don't bring invis or there's a C invis mob and you get jumped or whatever and your swimming skill sucks. But I don't get getting lost in there. Yeah, you can almost never make it through unaccosted. But if your swimming skill is good, you should be able to make it through alive at least. You know what I mean? Just get hit a few times. Once you jump out of that first, once you get over the waterfall, it's like, you made it. It does kind of suck, like the way that TLPs work. Every time an expansion comes out, you're already the maximum level, unless there's a level increase. So we don't really see a lot of those cool Velius leveling zones used on most TLPs, outside of maybe like power leveling new characters. But like on traditional servers back in the day, because there was a constant influx of new people joining the servers and most of the population was not super top heavy, all those cool zones were like very populated. Like people even camped like Cobalt Scar, you know what I mean? Doing like the Othmere and stuff, and people were in Siren's Grotto. There was a bunch of camps there. It's so weird seeing all those zones that are like now ghost towns on TLP servers, even though the population is so high. Everyone's just sitting around at max level waiting for raid time. Or they're in like Tower of Frozen Shadow pick 99. Vepator's Labyrinth pick 180. Dude, I used to want that crusty gear so bad. I had a character that had full crusty and a Sword of the Skyfire. He was like I forget if I was a troll or an ogre, but man, he looks so cool. That red armor. Dude, that's crazy. Hitting 60 at the Geonids. You're probably hella rich. I think that would be dope, Fades. I think it'd be really good. Yeah, like whenever you hit a new level range, every expansion at that level range came out simultaneously. So you had Classic, and then you had Kunark and Velius. But honestly, you could just launch with the trilogy out, probably. And everyone would be cool with it. In fact, people would probably like it more. Raid content would be meaningful right off the bat, because like Classic and Kunark raiding is basically irrelevant. Tell you what, man, the Cello launch on Luckland felt really great. It really felt awesome. Especially raiding. Raiding on Cello felt really awesome. Those first couple Lucklin and Velius raids with like no gear. This is very fulfilling. You know, usually the raids are just so boring when you've done them all a million times and you're like stacked out in gear. But when you're doing it fresh with like no AA, no gear, it was really awesome. Going in at like the minimum HP benchmarks that you think you could possibly have to survive a round. This poor ghoul back here, I just keep soothing him over and over and over again. So he just warped to me. Hopefully we'll have the barkeep spawn soon-ish. But yeah, I think a Lucklin launch with like slower EXP in like 3 to 4 months, probably 4 months, would be really good. Alright folks, we are coming up on 2.5 hours here. I'm probably going to start wrapping up the stream now. It was a good one. I had a lot of fun. Thank you for everyone who came out, showed some love with subs, follows, everything. Always appreciated. Was very happy to do our first giveaway tonight. Congrats again to Duskra on your shiny new gold edition of Everquest. I'm going to contact you right after the stream here to chat with you about getting that over to you. Look for me again Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern. I'll be there. And again, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. It's my stream days. Come check it out. Having a lot of fun. Now let's raid. Absolutely, it was my pleasure, folks. Remember, if you're not playing Dark Age of Camelot with us, join the Discord and start doing it. Alright, here we go. Rating 3, 2, 1. Let's go.